it's your boy Big Stoney, man. Back again for another one. I hope y'all been doing good. Today we're gonna be going over how to make an R&B beat. And if you don't know, I just recently executive produced, engineered, mixed, mastered the full thing, an R&B project for my homie Landon Thomas called "Are You Still Mad at Me?" out now everywhere. You can go check that out. I highly suggest that you go check that out because it's really top tier R&B. I just want to show y'all my basic formula for creating R&B beats. So let's get right into it, man. As far as tempo, right? Let's just go at 90. 90's cool. Usually the first thing that I like to start with is some good chords. We're gonna start with a piano, and then we're gonna switch it over to probably a pad after. Alright, so yeah, just a simple, just two chords, you know what I mean? Just going back and forth. Let's switch it over to a pad. Let's find a cool pad to use. We're gonna open up the Prophet. You wanna find a nice ambient pad. I mean, there's different kinds of R&B, you know what I mean? You can go for a slow, you can go for the more poppy. We're going for a slower, more ambient type of R&B. So you want to find a nice ambient pad when you're doing this stuff. Let's just find a nice sound to add a small, very subtle counter melody. When you're going for that ambient R&B and you have a good vocalist, like those good lush chords and those R&B drums and that vocalist putting the actual like words on there, like that's gonna all bring it together. You know what I mean? Like you don't really need all the extra shit. Like the beat just has to be a vibe, and then the vocalist is going to bring the other 50% that really makes it a full vibe and makes it a record. Alright, that's cool, that's cool. I'm not even gonna do anything else to the melody. Like, I'm telling you, that's gonna really be it. Let's get our nice bass on there, and then we'll jump into the drums. Let's get into the drums. I kind of like to keep it more spacey on these records. It leaves room for the singer to do the heavy work. We're gonna throw a little bit of delay on those hats. I like to use Echo Boy. Turn this knob up a little bit. Go to Echo Plex. It's a nice vibe, right? Literally just throw it on there and turn the goddamn feedback up. I mean, obviously tweak it, like cut low end out, whatever. There's different echo types you could experiment with, but I like that one. Sometimes I like to drop the kick a couple notes. Kind of makes it feel more full, more like bassy, heavy. We are gonna add like a ride in here though, for sure. That ride kind of helps, like, to me, like, it makes it feel more full, but you're not really, like, adding too much to it. Alright, I do think that we have to add one more layer on these chords and take it up an octave. We'll find another cool pad. Yes, it's slow, yes, it's spaced out, but you don't want it to be boring, like, you know what I mean? It still has to have, like, life. It still has to change, still has to have progression, so... Alright, that's wavy, honestly. Like, I wouldn't do too much, so let's lay it out. And you know what? One thing I want to tell y'all to do, or to stop doing, is stop putting vocal samples in your beats for R&B artists.
Stop it. Get some help.
Sometimes it's okay, but I've been in plenty of sessions with R&B artists, and trust me, 9 times out of 10, those are the beats that get skipped because singers don't want to sing on beats that already have singing on them, if that makes sense. Because once again, it's putting them in a box, it's constricting them, it's making them almost have to go a certain way. So yes, it sounds good, and when you think, oh, R&B, I want to put this fire sample in there, and that's cool. Like I said, it works sometimes, but 9 times out of 10, those beats are the ones that get skipped over because of that. Keep that in mind, and that's just from my personal experience. I mean, you don't have to listen to me, but I've seen it for myself, you know what I mean, working with artists. So I lay my R&B beats out very differently from my any other type of beat that I make, because that's like a big part of it too, is the progression of the beat, like how the beat starts. You don't want it to come in all drums at once, everything bumping too soon. R&B, it has build-ups, it has a climb to a point of anticipation before the beat drops. So you want to make sure that you are giving it that time to actually progress, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna move all this over here. Let's maybe take our ride over. Let's see. We'll have our kick come in. We'll wait to bring the hats in. Hats come in and our big layer comes in. So you really want it to build up, hit its climax, and then you want it to break back down, and then you're gonna build it up again. And you can build it up differently the second time. It doesn't have to be the same way as the first. Yeah, so that's it, man. I mean, that's how I make, or you could make, ambient R&B in the style of, I don't know, Brett Fayez, PartyNextdoor, you know what I mean, those type of singers. It's pretty simple. Like, they are really simple beats. It's more so just kind of about sound selection and your execution. Leave that space for the artist, and yeah, man, you got an R&B beat, dude. So I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. If you guys enjoy this, you know what I mean, and you check the album out and you enjoy the album, like I said, I might break down one of the records that we did. I might break down the beat. I might break down the beat and the mix. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see for future videos. And that's all for me today, man. Big Stoney out.